Let's go ahead and break down today and kind of look at what we were looking at and if there was a possible trade in today's move. So we had the change in the market here, and we went into Tuesday. Most of the day was pretty much sideways, and if you just use the data from before, you can kind of see it was just trading along. It did have a pattern earlier today on here that we were all looking at and watching. And that pattern was basically kind of going along these lines. You can see as it started to break out, it broke back down. It was trading along this pattern. So we went ahead and started looking at more of a trend line that was coming down here. And we went ahead and marked the bottom and the top here from the night. And we're just kind of watching it. It did have the 200 below here, but it did have a very negative attitude, even on the 5-minute. Through that time frame, you can see the 200 was putting pressure on it to have it break down. Looked like we were getting ready to break down here, and then we broke up all of a sudden. And that was right here, it broke up. So then at that point, you're kind of waiting for a backtest to get into the long and see if we're going to change direction, because once it broke up, it broke above all the 200 moving average, and the 21 on the lower time frame showed strength possibly for going up. You can see this area right here. This is marking the high and low from through the weekend. It hit that area and rejected. Once it come back through, then we were looking for it to break down. We did see a breakdown, and now we're really waiting for that back test to come back up. So you can see it broke down, bounced down through here, and started to come back up. So that would have been basically that trade that we'd be looking for. You could put the stop up here, then put the wherever it went down to, which in this case we would be going down to that 5-minute. And just looking for it to break back through the 21 here. So that would have been roughly the trade. In this case, it's just a little over 1-to-1 according to the risk reward ratio tool. So that would have been a nice trade for the day. Today was more or less kind of just choppy for us. We do know this is probably going to stay in a negative pattern just because we're still below all the moving averages. You can go to the longer time frames and see that we have lost some main key support depending on how you're charting. But this is just basically a daily review, just kind of looking at the day and looking for opportunity in it based off the 15. So it looks like the main trade that we saw today was the breakout of the pattern to the downside with the back test right here, and then trade down and get out back over here. So we'll go ahead and see how it moves out through the night and take a look at Wednesday and see what we can find there. Thank you.